All right, so third piece of art. I see Kim says, and thanks for joining Gaming Diaries 2. This one was an original composition. I saw that we had, not this side, this is just like mess at the back. Spoilers, yeah, the back of spray paint art is gonna look something like this, white with splotches of paint. I had these colors. There's like a pink that I wanted to use, and I wanted to get in stars and comets, which I just figured out how to do on a different sheet. Shoutouts to Steph for teaching me how to do it, because I'd done a bunch of experiments throughout the day. I couldn't get the comets working till here, and then just before this I experimented with like the star technique to create like the shine. And here, I'll just show you. Here, I'll back it up a bit so you can see the whole thing. So this is very much like a classic spray paint art technique. We've got two planets here. There's one big pink and white planet here with the light source was going to be in the middle, which is kind of this like green aura thing. And then yeah, the black, because the light's not here, so kind of shades out the side. We have like a yellow. There's a little bit of purple in that planet too. Most of it kind of came out as I was ripping out paint, but there's touches of purple in there. There's kind of like this like metallic green teal color that kind of like glistens. This one's very shiny. I think it's partially the clear coat and partially because of the green in that was like very it had like sprinkles in it. It was very weird. And then as you can see, I've got like these stars, the cross shapes that I just figured out. How you make those is you take a flat piece of like Bristol board and you spray the board, and then the residue of the paint goes below to form that straight line. You just want like a quick shot so that it lines across or down. If it's not straight, it creates crooked shapes. Here I messed up and I accidentally did two because I couldn't see it, so this is almost like a tic-tac-toe pattern in there. Don't worry about it, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, I think I enjoy. Oh, and the comets are here. Let me zoom in here so you guys can see. The comets are here, like at the top, at the right. That particular shape was one I really struggled to make until the very end of the session. Glad I figured it out. The way you do that is you take a piece of Bristol board or whatever your board is. Let me zoom out. You take a piece of your board and you fold it in half, like, or curve it in half. If you want it to be less pointy at the bottom, you curve it, and then the curved part you have just touching your board, and then you just spritz lightly, and then the curved board creates that sort of like fanning out shape. Ian says, I mean, if you hadn't just described it as messing up, it could easily be played off as an intentional choice for that particular star. It looks good. Thank you. A lot of spray paint arts like that. Like I've seen like even the pros, what's his name? There's not that many spray paint artists on YouTube. There's like the one I watch the most is Sketch, S-K-E-C-H, Sketch Art. Him, Aristotle, A-E-R-O-S-T-O-T-L-E. There's one in like in a Latin country who's like a super legit artist. He carves stuff into his paint too. His stuff is next level. I just use like standard stencils and spray painting techniques to create these particular effects. The one thing I wanted to do, another thing, is that the green aura part was not supposed to be that. I was trying to make like a sort of spiral galaxy, and I took one shot and just poofed all over the canvas, and I was like, well, I guess I'm scrapping that plan. So I ended up just kind of spritzing it around. I'm gonna have to know that from next time, is this particular can is like very much a shotgun blast, and it's very wild, so I can't really focus aim it on anything. If I just need to create like a vibe, then that's where I would use it. So yeah, of the paintings that I did, I know this one doesn't have any superheroes or video game characters or anything on it, but this was my favorite to make, and maybe my favorite to look at as well. I just like the freedom of being able to kind of make whatever I want and form it from there, versus like with stencils of like, does this appeal to the brand standard? Would this character be in this situation doing this thing? And then you have the stencil, and is the character floating in space? Do you have to make ground for them? how do you paint all of these layers on top? With something like this, you can kind of just do whatever you want when you're just working with your own stuff.